James, go ahead.
Hey, Q, how you doing, man?
Man, doing great, man. Doing great. Can't complain at all.
I see you wearing some Jordan gear. Obviously, that was a lot of anticipation waiting for that to take place, and now that it's happened, what do you think that does for the team, and how excited were you guys to see the jerseys?
No, I'm ecstatic. Jordan's a brand that, as a kid growing up, you always want to be a part of. Seeing Michael Jordan, seeing some of your favorite players, wear the brand. It's awesome to be a part of, this Jordan organization. When we did the jersey reveal, everybody was stoked to, see the new uniforms and, the minor adjustments that they made. But, being a part of Jordan, I think it just gives us, more motivation to do better. The jerseys are clean. The workout gear is clean. It's, it's nice. It's, solidified. It's, it's awesome. So, we're super excited about the gear, but at the end of the day, we got to play football. It doesn't matter, if we're in a jersey or shorts or, whatever. At the end of the day, us as the UCLA Bruins, we got to play football. So, but definitely happy with the, with the switch.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Chukni.
Hey, Quentin, good to see you, at least on the screen. Unfortunately, not in person yet. Yep. So compared to last year with the testing and the protocols, just how different is it now to get back into training camp, and just how good does it feel to get back on the field right now?
It feels great. It kind of feels like, I would say 2 years ago, it's, everything has gotten back to normal. Obviously there's still, some policies and some regulations that we have to follow, but, it feels, pretty much back to normal. We're allowed to eat at the facility, or, the guys that, can eat at the facility, which is awesome, which will help us, perform better on the practice field and stuff like that. But yeah, from this year to last year was definitely a shift. Starting late in the season, November 6th last year, it was definitely crazy. Guys had a longer break, but now, we're getting into it. I think everybody's excited because, we have 12 games. So, and that's what we want. We want a long football season, the ability to show off for talents and everything like that. So we're definitely excited, looking forward to the future, and excited to, hopefully, I know we're going to win some games this year. So, excited for the Bruin Nation and, the Bruin family to go out there and perform.
You said the guys who can eat at the facility. What does that mean? Some guys aren't allowed to eat on some days, or?
I don't really know the rules and regulations. Some guys, I didn't see whether they were at the restaurant or not. I don't know the whole situation on that, but yeah, that's my commentary on that.
Thanks.
Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, Quentin.
How you doing?
Good. So you missed a good portion of spring. Talk a little bit about what went into that decision, your injury, and now how you feel physically coming back for fall.
Yeah. So in spring, I was dealing with, a minor injury to my leg. For me, it was just kind of like a business decision. I didn't want to go out there and, hurt myself even more. It was still a great opportunity to kind of teach the guys, me on the sideline and stuff like that. But as of my health right now, I feel great. Back to normal, flying around out there, feel stronger, bigger, faster, stronger, thanks to, Coach Belton and his program during the summer workouts. So, yeah, everything's on the up and up. We feel great, look great, gotten bigger, gotten faster. So, I'm excited. Yeah, we're healthy over here, so that's good.
What have you seen from this defense, do you think, that possibly makes it different than any other defense at UCLA since you've been there?
Last year, we had experienced guys, but everybody this year, we've invested into the defense. Coach Azanero has done a great job with, his defensive scheme and all that. Coach Norwood, all the defensive coaches has done a great job coaching us up, putting us in the right position to make a play. But I think this year, everybody's older. I think we're one of the oldest teams, if not the oldest team in the Pac-12 in terms of defense. So there's no excuses for any mental errors and stuff like that. We all have experience. We played in big games. We've all made plays. So it's just a matter of us, being on the same level of communication and continuing to learn. Always being a student in the game can't hurt. You always want to learn more, understand, different formations and stuff like that. But the biggest thing for us is, we have the experience. There's no excuses this year. There never should be an excuse, but especially this year, there's no excuses for, any errors or, stuff like that. So.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Rick, go ahead.
Hi, Quentin.
How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Talk to us about Belt. During spring, he sure has a lot of enthusiasm, and he helps at other spots too. Can you tell about his contribution?
Personally, I think from a personal standpoint, I think we needed him. Sometimes when you get a new strength and conditioning staff or head guy, you kind of are a little bit eerie of what he's going to put in place. But Coach Belton has been there. He's been there as a player, been there as a coach. Been around the NCAA in terms of performance training. So he's a high energy guy, and what's the best? He's going to get on you for sure. He's a rough nosed guy, but at the same time, it's love. He understands the player because he's been there. But the biggest thing for me is he cares. He's going to push you, and that's something we needed. It's he's not, whether you're a starter, a backup, walk on, scholarship guy, doesn't matter. He's going to get on you, regardless of your status. And that's one thing I appreciate because we needed that. We needed a coach that's going to be a leadership guy, not necessarily a coach on the football field, but a coach in terms of workouts and stuff like that. So he's done a great job, fantastic job. All credit to him for his program during the summer. I have nothing but high regards for what he's done and what he's going to continue to do for our team. I'm excited to see what he has in terms of us for strength and condition during the season. But from personal opinion, yeah, we needed him. Definitely needed him. He was a fantastic addition to the team. So I'm excited for the future. Excited what he has for us in place.
Is it a lot different than the last guy?
I would just say, we can really express ourselves, right? Every day during workouts, we have music on, guys just dancing, having a great time. So it's a little bit of a culture change, but it's a culture change that fits our team, right? We're obviously, us as players, we're always going to listen to our coaches and, respect them and what they have to say. But at the same time we're kids at the end of the day. We're kids, even though we're grown men, we're playing a kid's game. So he kind of brings back that fun, that, kind of Pop Warner feel where you're dancing, having fun, but at the same time, it's business, right? We're always going to get to work, but at the same time, it's a matter of having balance. And I think he's done a great job doing that.
Let's go back to Tracy for one more.
Hey, I know you're part of like the older experienced leadership contingent on this team. Talk a little bit about who are the main leaders on the team and why it's different this year with your maturity and experience.
Now, are you saying leaders offense and defense, or leaders just on the defensive side?
The entire team.
Oh, wow. So on our team, we have squad leaders. It's about, I would say maybe about 15, 16 guys. So Alec Anderson, Sean Ryan, Chase Cotto, Kyle Phillips, myself, Stephen Blaylock, Quantrez Knight, Dorian, Obi, there's a couple guys that I missed. I think David Preby's in there too. There's a ton of guys that look up as leaders, but everybody can be a leader on this team. In terms of the offense side, you got you obviously got Dorian and the vets, Kyle Phillips, Chase Cotto, some offensive linemen, and then on the defense side, you got me, Blay, Quantrez. We have a lot of leaders. I would say the biggest, in my personal opinion, a guy that a lot of people look up to, right? To give you guys kind of a solidified answer, the guys that a lot of people look up to for energy is Quantrez. Q9 has done a great job last year and this year, just being a high energy guy. The guy that's going to motivate the team, get everybody, the team morale up, and that's somebody we needed too. Him and Coach Belton have done a great job in terms of boosting the energy of the team on a day-to-day basis. So personally, that's one guy I look to that, if I need some energy and I needed to, boost my mindset or my morale, I look to him and I'm like, he always brings it every day, super high energy guy. So in terms of, now I'm not going to say he's the one leader on the team, but in terms of, boosting the morale, boosting the energy of the team, Q Knight's, he's the guy. He is the guy.
All right, great. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Q.
Appreciate you guys so much.
Okay, we'll be joined by Brittain Brown next. Hey, Brittain, we got you muted.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
We'll open up to questions for Brittain, and we'll get started with Sam.
Hey, Brittain, how's it going?
What's up, Sam? Going good. How you doing?
Good to hear. So, you were practicing with Charbonnet in the spring, obviously, but now you got Deshaun Burrow in there too. What are your general impressions of just the whole running back room, and then Deshaun specifically, considering his first practice here?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of well-rounded guys. I think we got guys that can do everything in there. We can run the ball. We can catch, obviously. We got a great coach in Deshaun Foster. He's going to help lead the way. Yeah, Deshaun's probably our only freshman coming in there. And we got Ethan Fern kind of learning the ropes too at running back as that position change. But all those guys are going to be great. I can see Deshaun's a really smart dude. He had like a 4.0 in high school, so I know he's going to take the playbook up real quick and be a good asset for us too.
Does he bring that kind of that Alabama mindset, the Southern culture to the locker room at all?
Nah, he actually does. I saw him wearing a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots the other day. I already told him, hey, you reminded me of home too, because I'm from Georgia, so I'm used to seeing all that.
Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
James.
Hey, Brittain, how you doing, man?
How you doing, James? Doing good.
I was talking to Q about the Jordan brand. Obviously, you're wearing some of the gear as well. What has that been like, kind of getting all that gear coming in, and what do you think that's kind of done for the team, especially considering everything that kind of happened last year, to kind of get some positive vibes and some positive things happening for you guys?
I mean, yeah, it's really cool to have Jordan Brand coming in here. I think it's going to be a big thing for the fans. I know the young guys have been really excited about it too. For me, I'm like, it's just like another thing to wear, but at the same time, I feel comfortable. You know, I got the headband on right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the extra benefits we get from being like one of the few schools that has Jordan. So I know it's going to bring a lot of prospects to UCLA too. And I think we got Russell Westbrook was out here.
Yeah.
Today, so it was cool seeing him, and I know he's like a big Jordan Brand guy, so it's just bringing us nothing but positive things.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
Tracy.
Hey, Brittain. So you said Russell Westbrook was on campus. Did he come out? Did you see him? Did he come out and address football team or anything, or you just see him casually walking around campus?
I just saw him casually walking around here. He was in the by the facility in the weight room talking to the AD and all that. But it was really cool to see him in person because, I mean, I guess it's LA, so everybody be out here. He's from here. Glad to have him back with the Lakers and all that. Plus, he's one of my favorite players, so had to go say what's up to him.
So how are you physically? You looked like in spring that you had slimmed down a little bit from fall, possibly. You looked a little bit leaner. What have you been doing in the offseason just to improve physically?
Well, we got a great coach. We got a great strength coach coming in, KB, Keith Belton. He basically changed the game when he came in here. He just put us to the test. We had a great off season with the young guys too that came in here. He just got our mindset right. And every day we just got to work. We came in here, we put the work in, and I think it's really about to show for this camp.
Thanks.
No problem.
Hey, Brittain, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So obviously the COVID vaccine is required for all students, and that comes from the top. But outside of that requirement, I was wondering if like the football program or the athletic department kind of brought in any experts, any doctors to answer whatever questions you guys may have had as players and students. And I was just kind of wondering what kind of conversations you guys have about that situation among yourselves.
Yeah, just our strength staff and our trainers have just been kind of monitoring the situation and just keeping us right. I don't really know much about all the health regulations and everything, but as far as the vaccines and everything, I think everybody's just kind of doing their own thing with that, and just, whatever they believe in, the vaccine or whatnot, just taking care of their own bodies. You know what I mean?
Did you guys have like a resource from the athletic department saying like, if you have questions, you can come to this person? Because obviously, like, Coach Kelly's not a doctor. He would be the first to tell you that. So if you have questions about the vaccine, like, who do you go to?
Probably our trainers, Anthony.
Mhm.
Anthony, the one that we go to ask questions about and everything.
So what does it feel like just to get back to practice without some of the protocols? Obviously, there are still a few left. We have to talk to you via Zoom right now, but just surely it's less than it was last year. So what's it kind of like to get almost back to normal?
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad it's all kind of behind us now, and how the vaccine has helped us all just get out here and everybody's able to play, less restrictions. We had an actual off season. We could actually work out in the weight room and on the field full time. I think that was a big deal last year, and people didn't really pay attention to it, and it kind of affected us in certain ways. So it was good to be able to get out here with less distractions and everything. So it's been really good for this off season.
Thanks.
No problem.
Back to Tracy.
Hey, Brittain, give us your impression of the running back group as a whole, and then also, now that you've seen Zach for an entire spring, what you two can bring to that position as kind of a 1-2 combination there.
Yeah, I think Coach tells us all the time that, the energy and the leadership starts with the running backs. Everybody knows our offense, we like to run the ball a lot. That's what we do. Coach Kelly believes in us, I think, as a group. And me and Zach, 1-2 punch, Deshaun, Ethan, Keegan, Kaz, all those guys that are coming in for us at running back. It's just that we just got something for every position. We got speed, power. So I think just us leading the team and us being able to help out the offense in that way, and Dorian leading the helm, is going to be really good for our team.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, let's go to one more question with Tukney.
Speaking to that running game, how confident are you in this offensive line? Obviously, guys bring back a lot of people in that position group. To have that experience at that position, how does that set the tone for what this offense could do this year?
Oh yeah, that's the convoy right there. That's what I call them. I tell them all the time, just give me a crease, because those guys, they can do a lot more than that. They're some monsters up there. We got PG, with the one of the older guys, came from Villanova. So we got leadership there with Sam Marazzo, PG, John, Alec, all those guys. I just know that we're one of the most athletic lines in the nation, and we're going to take care of business. And they know that the run game is how we make our money, and that's what they love to do. So just going to be running behind them guys all season.
All right, great. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Brittain.
No problem. Thank you.